It's been a long day. I just got home from school right now. I don't know what to think. Let's look through this. Okay, I noticed a lot of things. I want to be a Kirby guy on YouTube, so let's look through this. I'm just gonna like look at stuff I noticed. I honestly thought about streaming this, but that would have been, I feel like, a little boring. I'm just gonna comb through this entire 45-minute presentation, see like anything that a lot of people probably would have missed. Let's do it. I love this song so much. Like I listened to it on Nintendo Music afterward. Only the English version. I am very curious to hear the Japanese version, because the thing with the Japanese version is that dichotomy. It's probably because I have a friend who really likes it, but yeah, it just reminds me of Kingdom Hearts, the English and Japanese versions of Simple and Clean. It's just a funny comparison to make in my head, because that's just what my head goes to. Anyway, also I'm probably going to be skimming through most of the Sakurai parts because I really just want to analyze the game itself. I'm sorry, Sakurai, I love you. You are amazing. Thank you so much for making this game happen. I'm just saying that prematurely because you're probably gonna actually barely be in this video. Okay, I see the way they get off here, and what Kirby does makes me think that there's taunting, which I really hope is true. It would be extra hilarious if it was specifically off your cart. Oh god, am I calling them carts? Oh no, I'm a fraud. Imagine mogging someone in City Trial, getting off your machine, and then this DDD design. This is the 5th or 4th Star Allies, Smash, Forgotten Land. DDD will never have a consistent design. And honestly, I think that's what's lovable about him. Meta Knight looks so clean. Like, I guess that my main takeaway in my head, the visuals here for specifically the characters, it's just Smash Bros. Not that it's a bad thing. It's just different from HAL Labs, but it's good. It's still good. This game, let me preface this. This game looks really good. Okay, this game, it looks amazing. It looks beautiful. Like, they knew the hardware, and I'm so happy they did that. And I love how much detail they put on the clothing. Like, you can tell these are like Smash quality renders. Like, dude, he looks so clean. I was just looking at this real quick. Yeah, the usual suspects. Hold on, Blade Knight. I want to look at Blade Knight. There's so much detail. Blade Knight has like extra shoulder pads. His hands have like Meta Knight's metal thing. I'm focusing on Blade Knight. DDD's robe. Look at the back of DDD's robe. He has new patterns on it. I love his posing for when he's just right. Like, that's cold. That's cold. That's hard. That's awesome. That's awesome. It's beautiful. Easy. Woo. Oh, I love him so much. I love him so much. This is my idol. This is my savior. Look at his spear. Okay, he has multiple gold rings on the spear. That's different. That's like straight up different, because like normally in his main series Kirby appearances, it's just like 4-pointed. It's like a 4-pointed star, but here it's like it has a flat part. That's like the opposite of what they did with the Galaxia. This is a Planet Robobot render. With the Galaxia, it was flat. And then comes Star Allies, I think it was. Yeah, this is a Star Allies render. They made it pointed, like on the sides, instead of it being flat. And then, curiously enough, Dark Meta Knight kept the flat side of the Galaxia, which actually I think is cool and plays into his role as a mirror counterpart, because it's something that like also noticeably separates him from the main Meta Knight, aside from all the other cool visual distinctions. The concept of a mirror Galaxia is amazing. I love that. Yeah, they just changed it. And then there's also the little piece of fabric on it. The way it's tight here is like ripped at the end. It's like he's been through a lot of battles. It's just so much detail. Never stop cooking, Sakurai. He looks great. Like, this is Sora LTD Bandana Waddle Dee model. Like, isn't that crazy? This is what he would look like if he was in Smash. That's amazing. This might just be the funniest thing they've ever done. Zero thoughts going through that head. You can see the inner workings of the wheelie through his eye. That is the coolest thing ever. This is a whole damn transparent, like, third-party controller right here. Alright, let's talk about this guy. Who are you? He probably just gives bomb, but I don't recall this enemy like anywhere. He's like he looks like a Duskull. He reminds me of a Duskull because he's a floating thing with a skull face, mask, something. He looks like a shark. Yeah, he's got a dorsal fin. He's probably a shark thing. I don't remember seeing that anywhere. For all I know, it could probably be like a weird enemy from Kirby 64 that I don't remember because there are a lot of those. All right, and then there's these guys up here. You are fire enemies and you look really cool. And I think the first time I saw this, like out of the corner of my eye, when I watched this for the first time, I thought I saw Morpho Knight. And like, can you blame me? Okay, this is really funny. If you look closely at Meta Knight here, they accidentally spoiled other characters, quote-unquote, inhaling or capturing, as they call it. So once someone could have like seen this, saw Meta Knight, and probably deduced that they could have gotten copy abilities, or at the very least spat enemies out like launch stars, which I hope there's at least one person who called that after seeing this. That would be funny. I do think it's really funny that he tried to do it specifically on a Scarfy, so it didn't actually work. I wonder if that was intentional. The cool thing about Sakurai is that like you can tell when a game is made by him because he carries over a lot of things. I know Kid Icarus Uprising's menu just looks like it just looks like a Smash Bros menu. This is exactly like the little splash icon that appears when you use a Final Smash. Just thought I'd mention that. This Jethammer's interesting to me because it's like, I think it is a Smash original, right? Is Jethammer like a thing that inspired Sakurai? Like from Jethammer, was that a concept that Sakurai took from Mask DDD and just kind of made it more generalized that way? Weirdly got around, or I guess it's just a natural evolution of DDD's hammer compared to Kirby's because they look the exact same. I don't know. It's just fun to think about, even if it doesn't mean anything at all. I'm talking this much about a single special move in Smash and this game. Oh my god, okay, here's where I talk about the music. I didn't comment on it before, but like before that was Vegetable Valley. Yeah, this is Vegetable Valley. So they're doing what I hope is the Dream Buffet thing again, and admittedly, it was a thing in the original Air Ride where all the music is just a bunch of remixes, but they're like really good. Because this Vegetable Valley remix sounds great. This sounds great, yeah. Yeah, and then here we have Dark Mind Phase 2. And this is the second time this song has been remixed in a new game, which I'm very grateful about because it's a really good song. Yeah, see, this is just from Smash. But it's cool. This, I love. I really would have appreciated it more if they just called it the Waddlecopter, because it's the same concept, but this works too. And then this is just really funny because they're once again bringing back Super Spicy Curry. Burning is interesting to me because I kind of assumed all of them were gonna be super abilities. But this is just burning, and it's ironic because fire's also in this game. But then there's also Snowball. And interestingly enough, they didn't add all the detail from Snowball's actual Snowball form. Like, he doesn't have his face or anything, which I think is a little weird, because Blue Kirby is supposedly, as they explain, the only one who can use it. If other characters could use Snowball, I'd understand, but they don't. And then Kirby has Crash. That's amazing. See, like, this Cappy design, it's nice. It fills me with joy. All right, here's where the fun part for me happens, because I get to analyze the hell out of the menus. Big empty space. Like, there's no, they could have formatted this better. Like, Sakurai's, this is not an empty space. Like, there has to be something here, right? This thing looks really interesting because it's definitely gonna have like some of the lowest HP among the entire roster of machines, but it looks cool. And paper glides, so who knows, it might be like on par with the Winged Star. Like, this just looks really cool. You realize what this means? We can put King DDD on a chariot. The King's chariot cannot be stopped. I don't know what to make of this. It just looks really cool because like the way it turns, it reminds me of the it's the one with the 3 orbs floating around it, which I know will be name dropped literally in a few seconds. But yeah, that star, that's what Tank looks like, but a lot more powerful. I think it would be really cool if they added King DDD's wheelie bike as a machine and potentially an unlockable. But at the same time, I'm not gonna get my hopes up because there's no point. Because I feel like it would just act like the Rex wheelie, where it's just a bigger wheelie. But at that point, I think it would be cool if it was the perfect middle ground between normal wheelie and Rex wheelie, because that's what it looks like, right? He did it. He beat the allegations. Let's go. This is another thing. New gameplay mechanic, potentially. I know the unique characters have their unique traits. Is this just his quick spin? Because he's spinning, and he activates it instantly, and assuming the Y button doesn't have like some unique action when you don't have the special gauge charged, like, is that just his quick spin? I think it is. So to have a quick spin like that is kind of insane, but also amazing. Oh, they did leak other characters with abilities early. I just realized you can see it here. Look, you can see Sword DDD right here. I can't believe I can say Sword DDD now. That sounds so wrong. He has shoulder pads now. Whoa. He has Vulcan Jab and Smash Punch for literally just his charge. They each have a unique action for normal gameplay. Like Knuckle Joe's boost charge has Smash Punch. Magolor's landing has Deadly Needles, which is an amazing thing to bring. Again, Gooey has his quick spin, and Susie, yeah, I think maybe it's button activated, but I think literally, and if it's not, every time Susie goes into the air, she has the copter, which is really cool. She has the propeller. See, guys, see, Mario Kart World doesn't have this. All right, let's talk about the seemingly inconspicuous footage, because if you'll notice, they're just stationary. This could have been a thing. This could have been a thing just for the sake of this one clip where he's showing you the cart size difference. But they are stationary here, and they're not charged. They're not boost charged. Can you actually just brake? Kind of like in the Air Ride Hack Pack. I was like, can we talk about this UI? You've got speed lines literally everywhere, and they're like actively going right. Like you see the road. This is this is an amazing menu. Oh, this is another thing I noticed when watching this. I can't tell because of the way the camera is angled. This looks like the end of Celestial Valley. That's it. This looks like that ending part of Celestial Valley where you go up. But it could be literally any other track, because obviously it didn't have this. The only reason I'm pointing this out is because we haven't seen, I don't think, any returning stages, so I wonder if all of them are going to be new or not. Ooh, there's a new thing. We've got music. I'm so sorry about the YouTube UI, but we've got music. You can choose music. That's amazing considering what this game's soundtrack is probably going to be like. Who's this little guy? Who are you? I like you. You've got what I can only assume is a crystal dorsal fin. I love you. You're awesome. It's so wrong, but it's the coolest concept ever. Like, yeah, of course. Like, what? It's like this is like what you think of when you're 6 years old that you maybe try to doodle on a paper. It's like, yeah, what if the other characters could get copy abilities? But now it's just real. There's Meta Knight with Jet. Okay, here's another thing I only noticed on like a rewatch. That's the old bomb hat. I can understand visual consistency with the original game, or it's once again like Sakurai, like old directed game bias. I don't mind the old bomb hat, honestly. I think the blue is nice. Like, yes, it's way too similar to the sword hat. I don't hate it, and honestly, like, literally just because of the physics factor, like the fact that this one can like flop around, I honestly might like the old bomb hat more than the modern bomb hat. I don't know if that's a hot take or not. Yeah, this is, and he's spinning. I feel like this might be, Fire might get a unique quick spin. That's what this looks like. Sword Gooey is hilarious. This is so funny, but like, it's also really cool. And then this is entirely new. Steel Ball. This is copy ability number 69. Steel Ball. This is it. Copy ability number 69. It's just a giant ball. Let me tell you, I have a video in the works right now. I only have the script typed up, but it was I'm not going to tease what it is, but just know that the copy abilities shown off in this game, I think both Jet and Steel Ball completely would have invalidated my video had I gotten it out before this direct. So I'm really glad I didn't, because if I did, I would have felt real silly. Yeah, it doesn't look like Steel Ball has a hat, because I'm going through this frame by frame. Susie, that's Susie capturing, and then it's like Wheel where they just transform, so I guess Steel Ball doesn't have a hat. I love Starman. This is an amazing pick. I will say, on the topic of not all characters are major, Where's Taranza? Like, I think they took him and shot him out back. Okay, this is really cool. I think this is Susie's special right here. Yeah, she gets 2 of the small, like, Susie bits out, and she uses them as boosters, interestingly enough. She activates her visor. That's really cool. I wonder if that was throwing shade at Mario Kart World. I'm genuinely curious. I think it's really interesting how drafts last that long. Like, do you see how far behind he is, but he still has all the star trails? Drafting is like, it looks like such a consistent... Drafting looks like such a consistently good strategy in this game. And that's a really cool finishing animation, the way he also flies off after. Yeah, man, I love Smash Bros. too. We got golems in the grand year 2025. We have golems. That's insane to me. And then we've got Sonic Frontier Cyberspace, but like infinitely cooler. Cool. It also reminds me a lot of Nebula Belt, but actually good. Because Nebula Belt was not very good. This just looks like a pretty track. Like, I want to race around this track for the vibes, not even for the racing. I want to be able to... I don't know if it's possible. Maybe. I'm theorizing that it's possible that you can get off your machine if you turn on health bars in Air Ride. I want to do that here, because I want to jump around here. This looks gorgeous. Slick Star, that's what it was called. That's what I was trying to talk about earlier, that the tank... I feel like the tank is just going to control like this one. The Rocket Star's got a whole zipper, and the ball of concentrated energy behind it. That just, it looks so cool. I hope the Rex Willy is actually good. This thing just looks like a damn dinosaur. And then there's ZL down here, which, really want to know what that does, but I have no idea. Are teams gonna be are team races or team city trials gonna be a thing? Because like, otherwise, what does versus format mean? What's that? Why did he get a wheelie gummy? This is gonna help him beat any disease ever. What is this? I want to know what this is. I'm so happy about this, because one of my biggest hopes was that City Trial was gonna be made into like a way bigger mode that could be played online, and I got it. 16-player City Trial online. This game is my Fortnite. Do they not let you see other people's stats anymore? Because so far, I think the only result screens we've seen are of himself. Yeah, there's gotta be a taunt button, there's no way. Music! The sax solo? The music! Also interesting that they changed the name of Destruction Derby, because I didn't think about this. I thought Dust Up Derby was just gonna be the name for the City Trial event, but no. This is just Destruction Derby now. We've also got this new item which like shoots an energy ring and then causes a pillar of fire. It's such an interesting item. I remember thinking this was Beam at first because of the way the icons look. I wanna know, man. No. Like, why is he keeping the volcano a secret? There is a downward facing boost panel, so you can go in, and there's clearly some kind of underground level, but whatever it is like way too special, I guess. Because the dragon is also interesting, because that doesn't look like a Kirby dragon that we've seen. Like, that's not a Landia. That's not... God, I need to play this game. Is he off the map? Did they remove invisible walls? I really hope they did. Wait, was he? Oh my god, I'm looking at them new. He's off the map. They completely removed the invisible walls. I'm also glad to see they kept the really high up little haven that they had in the original. This is like the very ending of the main theme from what I remember, and also the theme that played during that initial trailer. This is the 30-second theme. That is so cool. Because then it ends on such a high note. That's so cool. Instead of it just being sped up. And then it has a finisher. 4, 3, 2, 1, time! And the music syncs with the end of the... That's such a good detail. There's a money system, which either means you can buy stuff or something. Maybe characters... New machines to use in Air Ride, or like, yeah, stuff like that. There's also a star counter. I have no idea. Is that the checklist? I have no idea what this could be. Oh yeah, also this new item, the dang flame wings. You can just become a Moltres. This is really cool. Was this inspired by Kirby Clash? Because it kind of looks like it. Also really glad that they kept the fact that it can be misinformation, so it's not guaranteed. That's such a funny detail. All right, here's another new rule that ironically he doesn't touch on, but it's right there. I remember like people had to go out of their way to change this in Hack Pack to make some stadium, because a lot of stadiums were illegal because they were like too hectic. This is great for the competitive scene. Love this little reference to the original opening. That's so nice. We need to talk about this. This could be like 3 different things, and I have no idea which of those things it will be. I look at this character design. I look at his face. He has an exhaust pipe coming out of his eye, which is an insane, like, that's so cool. That's just a really cool thing. All right, I remember first seeing the hair. Okay, I remember first seeing the cape, actually. I thought it was Dark Meta Knight, and I thought it was really weird that they were hyping up Dark Meta Knight a lot of all characters. And then I got here, I thought it was Dark Matter Blade from Kirby's Dream Land 2 because he's got the hair. And then I saw the exhaust pipe, and then everything just hit. Like right here, everything just hit. Sans Undertale, dude. Like he could literally be anything. I think what I'm gonna bank on, right? This, you see this? This is DDD's crown. That's DDD's hat. And then I'm looking at the way this general face structure, that's like that's like DDD. Could it just be a new penguin? Like, are we finally getting a new penguin? Like, he looks like DDD? Is this a Okay, you might just think I'm insane, but, like, you see his hands? He does have his own wheelie. See, like, there's so many parallels to DDD. The face, the mask structure, like, the cape maybe not, but, like, his hands, and the fact that he's got his own wheelie. This looks like a DDD. Or like this is just a story mode. Like this is a boss. November 20th. Mark the date. Hey, wake up, we're not done yet. We also got the Japanese website to run through, because I'm sure this is gonna have a lot of new things that I'm going to be very excited about. I was so excited to get to this tab because I saw it on Twitter. We have alts. We've got Kirby, we've got Kibi. Okay, wait, I'm noticing this. Remember how they said the different colored Kirbys, they have different specials. Green Kirby also has Crash, purple Kirby also has Burn, and gray Kirby also has Snowball, because that's what the alt is telling me. So that's interesting. They don't all have, it's only 4, which, yeah, that makes sense, because making, oh my god, making one for all of these, yeah, like, I don't even, DDD. We've got normal, blue, it's a smash alts. That's really cool, actually. It is curious that he only has 4 compared to Kirby. There's up to 16 people in an air ride. What are they gonna do if no character has at least 16 alts? Like, are they keeping alts? Are they gatekeeping alts right now? Meta Knight. Oh, that's sick. I mean, it kind of sucks that he only has 2, but the fact that they're both at least referencing other characters, now things are getting confusing. Bandana D has 1 alt. It's an interesting color palette. Same thing with Waddle Doo. Okay, we have Normal Doo, and then we have Mirror World Doo. Like, that's what I'm getting from this. He's literally got like the shadow color palette, like black and red. We got this one for Kawasaki. It looks cool, but I feel like what would be even cooler is if they used his coloration from his EX mid-boss in Kirby Star Allies. I think that would have been cooler, but this is still nice. I like this. He goes from blonde to brown hair. I mean, I like it. I don't think it's bad. It's pretty interesting. Gooey. Okay, I remember being very weirded out by Gooey's 1 alt just being darker, but then I saw on Twitter his colors here are more reminiscent of Kirby's Dream Land 3, and when I looked at it under that lens, yeah, this is a really cool alt. This is a really cool alt. Purple Mushroom, honestly, that works. It's so simple. You know what this reminds me of? The difference between Shuckle and Shiny Shuckle. I think that's literally the same thing here, right? Starman. I wonder, like, one of Starman's appearances is Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland, which is a remake of Adventure, and I know Nightmare in Dreamland has a lot of alternate color palettes for things. I wonder if Starman, like, this is an alternate color palette for Starman from Nightmare in Dreamland. I could be wrong. I'm just wondering because I don't remember. Magolor. Oh my god. Oh my god. I've never seen a man beat the allegations this hard. That's just Magolor Epilogue. I forgot he has an official name. That's Interdimensional Magolor. That's so cool. I'm looking closely at this render. Dude, look at his belt. His belt is leather. They made his belt, like, there's so much detail. Anyway, what have we got for Susie? It's Parallel Susie. he can't stop winning. That's just Parallel Susie. Parallel Susie has a render. That's such a good alt. Okay, let's look at the specials. Ultra Sword. Yeah, this thing goes ballistic. It's hilarious. Jet Hammer. We've seen this, but it's also amazing. This is also from Smash, but yeah. Spear Cyclone. This is great. Waddle Doos. I mean, it's kind of just a wave. I would have loved if it was Flare Beam. It is cool that he pulls out the wand, because obviously that's not something a Waddle Doo normally does. But I do wish it was just like straight up Flare Beam. Who knows? They might call it Flare Beam because, like, you know, Snowball does not look like Snowball. It just looks like a ball of snow. Kawasaki super spicy. Like, that's great. Okay, Knuckle Joe just has like 10 million like, hold up. Was that a final Shoryu? Oh my god. It's range? Range. My god. Gooey. Mock Matter. Oh my god, his normal face is on the Wait. That's amazing. They added the Dark Matter eyeball to Gooey's Mock Matter, but kept his normal face. Cappy just kind of just looks like Jet Hammer. Starman just goes Superman, which I think is really funny because it fits him. Is that Magalore Cannon? And he hits the pose. He hits the pose. He hits the pose. That stupid pose. Susie's got the Haltman Works Company. Yellow Kirby's just Crash. Does he launch himself? Oh, hold on. Okay, yeah, he jumps forward, and that's where the explosion is. Burning, which I'm really wondering, because it's interesting. There are two super abilities, Ultra Sword and Snowball, and then there are two normal abilities, Crash and Burning. That's an amazing set of supers. And then we've got the machines, Warp Star, the Winged Star. I just realized they do have... Wait, does Magalore's name say Maharoa? Oh, no, it doesn't. That would have been cool. Something interesting I've noticed, they've only showed off one tank, but because they said they were introducing 2 new machine types, apart from the already existing Warp Stars and the bikes, the wheelies. And so far we have 2 chariots. There's only 1 tank, so there's gotta be more, right? Like, there's no way they make tank seem like a new type of machine and then only have 1. This is cool. This is like a demo of the menu. Oh yeah, wait, before I move on, I forgot to get to my own little theory. We have characters, we have alts, but if we go back here somewhere in one of these, all right, so we have this character select screen. If you look down here, we have hats. Now, initially what I was thinking is like, oh, maybe they let you choose an ability to just have for an entire air ride race, but then I also realized this is city trial. They wouldn't let you do that. It's city trial. What I'm thinking is, are these cosmetics? Because if we look at a screen cap of the air glider splash image, do you see that? Do you see what that is? That is a normal Waddle Dee. That is not Bandana Waddle Dee. That is a bald man on a normal star, so it's not an NPC. So what I'm thinking is that there are just hats. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to overcomplicate this, but I'm pretty sure there are hats, because I'm assuming how they got here was they chose Bandana Waddle Dee. But also, wait, no. He also doesn't have a spear there. He holds a spear in normal play, right? Yeah, he does. Okay, so there might just be hats, you know? Like, maybe, or just some kind of other cosmetic change. Anyway, back to the website. All right, this is Air Ride, which I'm assuming uses the same footage as in the direct. I'm assuming that's a save replay button, but I'm gonna Google Translate that with my phone real quick. Oh no, it says in detail. Does it let you know your stats and everything after you finish like either an air ride or a city trial? That's interesting. Then we've got all the maps that they've already shown off. There's gotta be more, because I highly doubt they're gonna have less air ride maps than the original. And the original had like, what, 12? Something? I don't remember, but there's no way these are all the maps. Okay, hey, I think you've heard plenty from me. I'm tired and I need a shower.